I'm gonna be real with y'all. You are destined for a whole lot of success, but you have to get out of your own way. You have to get out of your own way. You might be trying like, how the fuck? And I get it, it's a process. So it's not gonna happen overnight. It's not gonna happen in one fucking shadow work session. It's not gonna happen in one meditative session. It's not going to happen like that. It happens over the course of practicing. But I need you, if you're watching this video, to start to practice, okay? Your own magic, to start to practice getting into the flow state, to start to practice really becoming the master of your own reality. You consider yourself a chosen one, so be it, okay? If you are a chosen one, just know that you are that soul that was chosen out of your bloodline, okay? To come here and to experience the restoration of everything that has been taken from us through generations of being deceived, manipulated, enslaved. So what you gotta realize is this shit is way deeper than you. Whatever your name is right now watching this video, and the life that you have lived up until this point when you're watching this video, it's bigger than you. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than just the life that you've lived. It's deeper. This is the last sacrificial life that you've had to live. But you gotta know that. You have to allow yourself to believe that. And it's deeper than even believing. You have to know it. But I'd say believe first, because you have to even be able to believe that that's a possibility for you until you can really keep believing that so much that it becomes a knowing. We are running from the exact same things that it is that we want. And we might not even be realizing that, but you trying to hurry up and manifest something, you're repelling it from coming into you. We are magnetism. We are electromagnetic beings. We attract things into our energetic fields. We attract things into our realities. And it's not just good things. You can attract the very thing that you don't want to happen by constantly believing that that is what's going to happen for you. Therefore, that happens for you. This is where you have to really be real with yourself. I mean, you always have to be real with yourself, but when you get to this point of your journey, when your physical starts to really reflect what you feel like you deserve, but your ego is sabotaging it, you know? Your physical is starting to reflect it, you know? You're starting to get these synchronicities. You're starting to, get new friends or new connections coming in. You're starting to get new opportunities. You're starting to get financial increases, or, things just start seeming to really, the vision that you've had in your mind, things are really happening in your physical to align to that. But you realize you don't feel happy, excited. I mean, you do, but a lot of that is being clouded by this dark cloud that's over you, feeling like, oh shit, like I'm about to fuck it all up again. It's about to get taken from me in some type of way. Somebody's gonna steal it. Somebody's gonna hurt me. Something's gonna happen. Worst case scenario, however that pops up in your mind, okay? Baby, you gotta tell that voice to shut the fuck up. Now, y'all know when I make these videos, I'm talking to myself first, though. Trust me, I'm only talking from experience, okay? It happens. It's going to happen. Of course it's going to happen. We have to understand just how much we went through, not even just in this life, is what I'm trying to stress to y'all. Okay, a lot of y'all are ancient fucking souls. A lot of y'all have lived plenty and plenty of lives, and you know that. Okay? Some of you don't. Some of you are fresher to, this earth and this realm and stuff of this experience. But a lot of you, especially if you're watching this video, you attracted this video, you have a lot of ancient wisdom and lives that you've lived. And if you think that trauma didn't come with you, it did. Okay? Not just positive things go with your soul when you transcend over. The negative ones do too. And that's why we come back here to pay off the karma, to continue to learn lessons, to continue to ascend and evolve our soul, to graduate from this realm and be able to go to higher realms in, what one would call heaven. But you can have heaven right here on earth. Now, the times are different. Okay? We all feel this energetically. We all know this to whatever extent that we know it, and however we're perceiving these times we're in. Some are perceiving it as the end of the world. Some are perceiving it as, the return of Christ. Some are perceiving it as, a 5D ascension, going to the new earth, Christ consciousness, all these different things. However it is that you are perceiving what's going on, we can all agree that something new is amongst us. on this journey, you really realize how much the devil is a lie and how much the devil is yourself. So let's just jump into it. You had a hard life, you know? Your childhood was very unfair to you, you know? Your childhood was robbed, you know what I'm saying? You weren't even able to really be a child, you know? So that's why that inner child still right now today wants to come out and play. And you don't let it, you know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to protect it. Because you had to protect your child self. You had to protect yourself as a child. So of course, as you grow and you become an adult and you continue on with that protective energy over that innocence, that purity, that imagination, that adventurous little spirit that is just light and love and doesn't even fear any fucking thing, you know? That version of yourself where you were truly pure and innocent and you really just wanted love and to give love and to be love and experience life, and you had so much, you know, such a positive outlook on everything and such an optimism for everything and such a love for life and just a pure innocence for it. That version of yourself that has been the protector, you know? That's an identity that you've created for yourself. And that is the exact same identity that is sabotaging everything that the universe, that your higher self is ready to give you. I'm gonna tell you what, it was for a reason that your childhood was like that. It was a sacrifice. It's the price that you had to pay. It's the price that you've been paid. And honestly, this lifetime, and this ain't for everybody, but I'm gonna say that this lifetime, for a specific number of you, for a collective of you, this is the life where you paid it all off. This is the life where you don't have to come back here. If you want to, of course you can. You have free will. You always can come back. But you don't have to come here as far as karmic debts. That won't be your reasons that you come here. If you want to come here to just experience, you know, you have materialistic desires that you still want fulfilled and stuff like that, or you want to volunteer to come here to help, you know, with the ascension of this planet or whatever makes you want to come back here for whatever reason. You just want to have a physical experience again. You will be able to do that, of course, but you won't have to come here. You won't be indebted to this realm anymore for a lot of you. If you're, you know, if I'm talking to you, if you know that you are doing the work to really break away from the karmics and, you know, you're truly doing the work to ascend, you're truly staying committed to this vision that your most highest self has for you, for this destiny that you know is yours. You're truly doing what you have to do in your physical world to align to the spirit, then I'm talking to you. For those of you who still might have karmic and stuff like that to pay off, or whatever the case may be, you know, that's not exactly your truth that I just explained, still it's due that we just experience. The power is going back to us. The power is being returned back to us, who it's rightfully been our power this whole fucking time. That's what's going on. So depending on who you are as a soul, right, is however your spiritual inheritance is going to be delivered to you. Some of you are destined to be fucking millionaires, because it's not just about what was taken from you personally, but remember how I said this is ancestral. So we about to get everything that was taken from not only you in your own past lives, but everything that they took from your grandma, everything they took from your grandpa, everything they took from your great-great-grandpa, everything they took from your mother, everything they took from your father, everything they took from your children in past lives that you don't even realize, everything they've taken from you, everything that they have taken, because this shit is ancestral. We have been dying, coming back, dying, coming back, dying, coming back. When they say the return of Christ, they talking about us, the Elohim, they talking about us, Israel, Isis, Ra, which is the sun, Elohim, multiple gods. That is what you are, a lot of you. And that's the return that they talking about. Okay? Christ's consciousness is the level of since we are ascending in dimension, our consciousness is going to crystallize. We are going to be experiencing the soul chakras are going to become crystallized, and that is the crystal. That is the Christ. That's where the word Christ comes from. Christ, y'all thinking physical. Y'all thinking Christ means holy. Y'all thinking Christ means church. Christ means pray. Christ means Jesus. Whatever it is, it's crystal, crystallized consciousness. Okay, that's what we're getting to. That's what we are ascending to. But that is an internal, personal journey that you got to get yourself to that kind of Christ. You got to get yourself to that kind of consciousness. You got to get your soul to that kind of illumination and power and mastery within self. Some of us are leaders. We're here to do it first, to show others how to do it. Through our life, through our teachings, because our life is our teaching. Because life is a teacher. Experience is a teacher. Overstand that. So these physical world roles that you're trying to place on yourself, you don't got to do that so much. That's what I've been explaining in past videos. Lead by example, because you're practicing what the fuck you preach. You can only really tell a motherfucker how to do something that you have done. Overstand that. So that's what I don't respect, is the ones who aren't really doing the work on themselves. A lot of y'all are expressing pain, resentment, anger towards the elites, towards the government, towards whoever it is that you're giving this energy to, because you're staying stuck in that lower state of consciousness, when you just have to know you're going to get everything back tenfold. Everything that has been lost, all the experiences, all the wealth, all the abundance, everything that you feel as though has been taken from you in whatever way, shape, or form, or your ancestors or your bloodline. That's why you're here. That's why you were chosen. You are the one that's supposed to be here to alchemize all of that fucking energy, all that pain, all that trauma, all that hurt. You feel what I'm saying? All that sacrificial ass energy that we have carried with us and burden taking with us. You feel what I'm saying? For these creations that were created in our image, that we had to stoop down, not even like that, but we did have to lower ourselves in dimensional frequency every fucking time we came here, and we were born here into a new life, and do human things that's not even in our fucking nature, just to survive and be able to have a life here. That's the sacrifice that's been made, and now that shit is over. So it can only be over to you though when you accept that shit to be over for you. When you take this is the thing, you gotta go through your karma, okay? You gotta go through whatever it is that you gotta go through, that your soul has to go through, right? But they're gonna get to a certain point once you can tell in your physical reality that the universe, you have graduated from that old version of yourself. And it's going to be a version of yourself. Remember that version I was talking about in the beginning? That identity of yourself that's been protecting you this whole time, protecting your inner child, protecting all of your abundance, protecting all of your dreams, all of your talents, all of the things that you have, all your possessions, right? Whether that's people, places, things, whatever it is, you've been really protective over those things, right? That version of you is going to come out and try to convince you that everything that's happening around you, you're going to have that same energy towards it, like you need to protect it, like something's gonna happen, somebody's gonna come take it from you. But when you're doing that, when you are protecting yourself, you're not allowing the divine protection to happen. That's basically you telling yourself you don't trust the divine. You don't really trust it enough, or believe it enough, or feel it enough, or see it enough possible for you. You don't. And so you have to ask yourself why. And the answer is going to be you are in your own way. It's your past. I get it. It's generational. This shit ain't been like this in generations. So it's going to feel like that. But I'm telling you, you got to tell yourself to shut the fuck up. When those thoughts come up like, oh man, I'm gonna lose this place, or I'm gonna lose this relationship, or I'm not good enough for this, or I'm not good enough for that, or I'm scared, I don't know what's gonna happen. Whatever risk it is that you might be taking, you might take some risks and then you be scared as fuck that you even took that risk, and then you go flight back, you know what I'm saying, into something that feels more safe or more comfortable. You feel what I'm saying? And you might have to keep doing that as many times as you have to. Shit, know that you don't have to do that, but some of you might have to do that. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, it's however quick you learn and however much faith that you're really willing to put into your destiny. Like, that's just really what it boils down to. Like, if you want to play it safe, you know what I'm saying? And all that shit, you are right where you're supposed to be, because clearly your soul needs that experience. Your soul needs to understand and understand that nah, like, I didn't even need that job. I didn't even need to do all those things that I just did. You feel me? So some of y'all might have to do things just to see that you didn't have to do it. You might have to stay in a relationship with somebody, or stay in a connection with somebody, stay connected to somebody, just to realize that you didn't even, you shouldn't have did that, just to end up regretting it at the end of the day. But don't regret it, because clearly you needed to go through that to learn that you didn't need that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it's dependent on wherever you're at with shit. So, take what resonates when I'm saying these type of things. But, once you get to that point in your life and you can see your destiny is starting to really come together, right? You're starting to be aligned to people who are like-minded. You're starting to be aligned to connections that are not karmic. They're genuine. You feel what I'm saying? Like, people just get you. Like, you feel like, you know what I'm saying? Is that type of a vibe. Like, things just really seem to start, and it might not be perfect, but you see the way that the universe Your higher self, right, is showing you what's attainable to you, is where you're getting ready, the path that's getting prepared for you, right? And that's going to come with a lot of emotions. It's going to come with a lot of triggering. And I'm telling you that your ego is going to get real triggered, because your ego going to be like, what the fuck? You know, some of y'all might be called to stop working, you know, stop working a 9 to 5. And you like, how the fuck am I finna stop working a 9 to 5? But you feel it so deeply in your soul, something telling you, just quit. Just take the leap of faith. Just trust me. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all might be having that dilemma and you're like, damn, do I quit? I don't feel right without a job. Me personally, I've experienced that. I'm there right now. I'm not working. And I'm like, every day I have that fear, you know what I'm saying, that I have to tell, hey, shut the fuck up. You know why you quit. You know why you're doing this. God wouldn't have told you to do this. Your higher self wouldn't. You wouldn't have been intuitively guided to quit if it wasn't meant for you to. If it was meant for you to fail, like, you know, you got to trust your intuition. You have to build that trust within yourself through your experiences. So you worry about what God. You know, you worry about God giving you back what was taken from you. You are the God. And you're going to get back everything that you're owed.